Hello gorgeous, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. If you're new, it means so much if you hit that subscribe button to join my YouTube family. I do post every single Tuesday and Thursday, but this video is gonna be a little bit different than I normally post on my channel. And it's something that I've been wanting to talk about a while and didn't realize that it was a topic on YouTube until I recently started stumbling upon these videos and got really inspired to share my own journey. And as you could tell by the title of this video, I wanted to share with you that I completed a no-buy year, and it was honestly life-changing. And I want to talk about what it is exactly, everything I did personally, and kind of the benefits that I got out of this. I wanted this to be the first video of a few that I will be doing, kind of talking about how to do a no-buy year, the rules and tips and tricks, and also kind of talk about things that I will not be buying also when it comes to this year in 2022. So stay tuned for those videos. Thumbs it up if you like this one. It really helps me out. If you guys are doing a no-buy or low-buy year, comment down below, or comment down below one thing you're trying not to buy in the year of 2022 or spend less money on. Let's just jump right into the video. What is a no-buy year? And if you guys haven't heard of it or you've never taken part in one, it's pretty much a pledge to use the things that you already have and cut out spending for the year. A no-buy year is pretty much to limit yourself to buying the necessities and not buying all that other stuff that we tend to purchase that ends up adding up and we tend to spend a lot of money on. Why did I start a no-buy year? Everyone has their motivation when it comes to this, but personally for myself, my motivation was to save up for my down payment for this house that I am in. I purchased this house right at the end of 2019, and it was a new build house. It was being built all throughout 2020, and I moved in December of 2020, so right before the year of 2021. So I really wanted to buckle down and save as much as I can because I knew that this is going to be a big expense, and I wanted to have the most that I can to put towards this house and to have for my future. So of course my biggest motivation was just to save more money and to cut out impulse purchases, and also just to become more mindful of my purchases, because a lot of the times I just kind of bought things in the moment that I wanted, and for a long time, I would regret it later on or think that it was such a waste of money. So I wanted to become more of a conscious consumer and also save money. Of course, like I said, everyone's going to have different motivation, whether your motivation is to also save money for a down payment for a house, or just to pay off debt, student loans, or just to have savings for an emergency fund. We all are gonna have that different motivation, but having that key motivation is really what's gonna keep you on track and keep you motivated to continue on throughout the entirety of the year. My no-buy rules. Everyone's gonna have different no-buy rules, and it's important to determine these at the beginning of the year. Of course, I determined what my no-buy rules were, and I have to say they did differentiate between the year of 2020 and 2021. In the year of 2020, I pretty much was doing a no-buy for pretty much everything. Things such as fashion, skincare, hair care, nails, or just like anything when it came to that. And just buying little knickknacks, miscellaneous things like journals and notebooks and all that stuff that we tend to just overindulge in and just have way too much of. But when it came to the year of 2021, I still stuck to the no-buy rules when it came to fashion, accessories, skincare, hair care, makeup, and all of that. But I was more lenient when it came to home decor and furniture, just because in the year of 2021 is when I actually moved into my house, and my fiance and I started off with literally pretty much no furniture. So we knew that we had to put money into our house when it came to the actual house and starting to furnish it so we could live in it. And I do work from home and I do film YouTube videos, so just living in a house with nothing in it for over a year would have not necessarily worked for me, just because it would have been really boring, my videos. So I did have spending money when it came to that, but also I feel like when it comes to your whole no-buy year, it's really for those products that you find yourself having difficulty not purchasing. And for myself personally, I was one to impulse buy when it came to fashion, makeup, hair care, hair skincare products. I have way too many things, and I made an effort to really use up what I have and not keep buying more and more so it doesn't pile up. I've also saved so much money by doing that. You really don't realize how much it adds up until you start to cut these things out. I also did not go out to any restaurants in the year of 2021, and I also did not get my nails done until the very end of the year. I decided to treat myself, but for the entirety of the year, I didn't go get my nails done, just like I didn't in the year of 2020. So that was something I made a conscious effort not to do, and it really did help me to save money, to put more towards paying off my house and also having a side of emergency funds as well. In the year of 2020 and 2021, I got really motivated to do this no buy year, especially just because the year of 2020 really showed us how uncertain the world is and how uncertain having a job can even be, and we take advantage of these things, and a lot of the times we're not guaranteed the next day, we're not guaranteed for our life to just be the same, and it's important to also plan for that in the future so that if that happens where you lose your job or you can't do your job, that you have at least some savings and you're not living paycheck to paycheck, and that you're trying to save wherever you can. Benefits of doing a no buy year, and just benefits that I personally saw throughout continuing on doing a no buy year for the last 2 years. The first and biggest benefit, of course, is saving money. Those little unnecessary purchases really do add up. So when it came to even just buying the latest makeup or buying more trendy clothes or trendy accessories, I stopped doing that, and I realized that we really do spend a lot of money on the unnecessary things that really aren't going to bring us joy in the end. It may make us happy for a second, but it's not going to change yourself, change your soul, make you a better person. And I really stopped buying the latest trends and things like that, and I actually started to sell a lot of my own stuff so I could declutter the things that I already have, because I just feel like I have way too much of it and it's just so unnecessary and it's just sitting there. So I do use Poshmark, which is a resale app. You could sell like clothes, home decor, just any sort of products on there. My Poshmark closet will be linked down below. If you guys sign up to Poshmark and use my code NICOLETTAXO, you can get a free $15 credit, but I totally recommend to sell things on there. And even if you have to get things and purchase things, it's better to even buy it on there, but just because you're gonna get a better deal. I've been using Poshmark now for a few years now, and I've done some videos on it, but that's been really beneficial for me within the last couple of years, just because I've been trying to also declutter a lot of the things that I do have. I will have all the information down below for you guys. The second benefit I noticed is you'll become a more mindful consumer. By completing a no buy year, it really got me into good spending habits. I started to make a lot more less impulse purchases, and when I see something that I like, I ask myself a bunch of questions, whether it's gonna bring value to my life, whether it is something that I need or something that I want, and just makes you become more aware of impulse buys versus buys that are necessary and that are more like necessities. The last benefit that I notice is that it's just better overall for the environment. Of course, consumerism is sometimes great for the economy, but it also can be really bad for the environment. We've definitely become a society where we're a lot more wasteful and we want things really fast and quick, and we want the newest, latest thing. And it really puts us into this mindset where a lot of the time we don't realize, at least for myself, previously, I didn't realize how grateful I was for things, because you're just so used to getting the newest, latest thing or wanting the newest, latest thing, and you don't appreciate the things that you have. And it's really taught me to appreciate what I have and also become more mindful when it comes to the environment. Of course, I am definitely not perfect when it comes to that, but I try to do little small changes and little things that are going to be beneficial for the environment. We can all do little things, and when it comes to little things, it all adds up in the end of the day. How I stuck to a no buy year. We're human. A lot of the times we want things, and I've realized a lot of the times we as humans use shopping as a void. Whether we're happy whether we're sad, we're stressed, we're not feeling pretty, we turn to shopping. And that's just become like a thing that a lot of us do. Even when we're bored, we go online and scroll around, or we'll go in person and just go shopping. And although it might make you feel better in that moment, in that hour, in that day, in the future, it doesn't make you feel any happier than you were. It's just a little band-aid for a problem that you're feeling in the moment. And on top of it, something that really helped me is just to take a step back, especially when it comes to social media. I definitely felt the pressure of buying the newest, latest things, especially having my job being on YouTube. I never really talked about this, but definitely being a content creator on any platform, really, you feel sort of a pressure to feel like you need to buy the latest things, keep up with the trends, or you're just gonna kind of go on the back burner and not thrive. I used to post a lot of like haul videos when it came to fashion and beauty, and in the year of 2021, I posted one fashion haul, and I believe it was the beginning of January, and that was the only time that I got clothes, was the beginning last year in January. So I haven't bought any sort of fashion pieces in over a year now. Looking back at that haul, I kind of felt like I had to buy it because that's what was trendy at the time, and it gave me content for my YouTube. And sometimes I feel like the pressure when it comes to that, but just because you see all these other people, you feel like you have to be involved too, and you have to do that too. And within the last year, I haven't been able to post hauls or anything that I do because I'm genuinely not purchasing, and I've been on this no buy journey that I really didn't talk about, and I feel like I probably should have talked about it more. I just don't know if anyone really be interested in it when it comes to how I did it, rules, tips, and tricks. I've always been such a nerd when it comes to finances, saving, and all of that. I just love that stuff, and I think it's super important and crucial to learn it at a young age, or start honestly right now even, because you're going to thank yourself in the future. It's going to be beneficial. You're never going to regret it. Going back to my tangent, something that really helped me was just distancing myself. I didn't spend as much time on Instagram in particular last year, which sometimes I went back and forth with myself because I feel like my Instagram wasn't thriving as much because of it, which if you guys are following me, it would mean so much if you did. It's just at NICOLETTAXO. Shameless plug. That's not the point. Kind of took a step back. I stopped looking at certain accounts, and that does wonders. When you don't concern yourself with social media and like looking at people's lives and what they have and what they're doing, you are a lot happier and you're a lot more content with what you have, which in the end will lead to less shopping and more happiness. When you're constantly engulfed and enthralled in the world of what people are buying, what people are showing off, and just all those images and that like rich kind of lifestyle or flashy lifestyle, you start to want those things because you feel like that's gonna make you happy or that's gonna make you fit in. And really, in the end of the day, it's not important, and those things aren't going to make you happy and aren't going to do anything, and it's just gonna be a bunch of stuff, and it's not gonna make you a happier person. And I realize when you sort of don't consume yourself in the latest trends or what people are flashing and doing, you become a lot more grateful for what you do have, and you become more happy as a person. So just taking a step back when it came to that, and finding things as well that you can do that does not involve all the time spending and shopping and wasting money. I started to become a lot more creative, and I started to find things that are free to do, because there's so many things that you could do that are fun, that are free, going to help you save money, but you could still have those fun experiences. So in the end, this was a really life-changing year for me, the year of 2021, and also honestly 2020, since I didn't really talk about it with you guys. It was really life-changing when it came to my financial aspect, because it really made me open up to realize how much money I was spending to really just feel like to fit in and to feel like I was doing what everyone else was doing and buying what everyone else was doing. And when I realized those things are just not important and to be more happy and content with what I had, that just made me feel better and made me realize that all this stuff just doesn't matter in the end of the day. And it was also able to get me to this goal of purchasing my first home. This has always been my biggest goal in life. Ever since I was a teenager, I talked about purchasing my first home. And I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And the real estate here has become more and more expensive, which has been making it a little bit more difficult for the younger generation to be able to afford their first house. And it definitely takes sacrifice, and I definitely had to learn that and sacrifice in order to be where I am today and be able to purchase this dream home of mine. By having those no spend years and low buy years as well is a huge reason as to why I was able to save up and have a down payment for my dream home. And in the end, that was the ultimate goal for me and the ultimate thing that makes me so happy to just know that I have this home that I've dreamt of. It's also going to be my future family home, and I can pass it on to generations in my family. So that's always what was in the end the biggest goal for my no buy year, and has really changed my life. And I totally recommend trying to do a no buy year. If that's too much, starting with a low buy year like I did is the way to go. You'll start to become more mindful when it comes to your shopping, and you'll start to realize that the stuff isn't making you happy, and you'll be more grateful for the things that you already have and what you have in your life and what you're doing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit chit chatty. I definitely have a couple more videos coming out when it comes to this topic, so make sure you guys are subscribed. I do post every single Tuesday and Thursday. It would mean the world to me if you guys did. Like I said, comment down below what is one thing you're going to try not to buy in the year of 2022 or spend less money on. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!